Hi folks, and welcome to this week's F3 track guide at Monza. Love this place, really good circuit, although it is really tricky in here. In the GT cars you can rumble over the curbs, get on power nice and early. In this thing not so much, but the faster corners are definitely more fun. So let's crack on with it. So info tab for you, always show this. The track temp 78 Fahrenheit, degrees will be above my head. Moderate usage at 45%, so if you are high usage you have more grip, low usage is less grip. And you can see the setup identical to Monza because I get this session from the UI, so it puts me on the fixed setup that the fixed series will be on. Lovely jubbly. Lap I'm going to show you is the very last lap I did. You can just about see that above my head. A 1:44.357. Now I did earlier on here 44.5 near as damn it, and then a 45.6, and then I mussed around for a little bit trying to find some off tracks, trying to find some time, and couldn't really find it, so went at just a tenth quicker just to put a nice clean lap in there for you guys. Yeah, otherwise that is it, done and dusted for that. Oh, am I forgetting something? Above my head, you should see two screens. One will be how I actually get into these sessions to try and make it as accurate as I can. And if you do want to practice before the week goes official, then that's how you do it. The other screen will be my Discord, where the OLAP, BLAP telemetry replay file will all be in there for you to see exactly where I got the time and how I did it. Otherwise, let's get on with this. Welcome to the Festival of Speed that is Monza. Great circuit this, like it. A lot of slipstream around here, so be prepared. We get up to about 163 before we have to start thinking about braking, and we're looking for the 100 board and the iRacing man. Just before we get there, heavy braking, bleed it off a bit. Do not lock a front tyre here, it will ruin it and you'll go sailing forward, so just be mindful of that. Avoid the slowdown on the first apex and then miss the curb on the second one. There's a big red hump there, miss that on the second apex. Coming up to the next curve of turn 3, it is absolutely flat out, don't worry about it, but this is going to be another slipstream opportunity. Good opportunity to defend. It is a second chicane of 4 and 5 coming up. Stay to the right hand side, and I believe that bridge isn't there anymore, but it is in iRacing, so just after it is a service road or just before the 100 meter board. Stand on the brakes again, second gear for this. You can nick a little bit curb on entry to widen it over. You can cut this a little bit, but again too much and it's a slowdown, and again that curb is huge, so be careful of jumping over it. Careful of the exit as well, because that gravel trap is very close. First, the Lesmos. Now, as that orange barrier sort of disappears from my center screen, that's when I start turning. Slight dab of brakes down into third, and then when you see the second orange barrier there on the inside of the curb, that's when I hit the power and get out of it quite well. Be careful of the off track on exit as well. 50 meter board with braking again, down a gear into third. If you get an off track on that first AstroTurf bit, make sure you run wide on this second one. You may as well, if you've got an off track already, you may as well get it. There is another off track on that second part of the AstroTurf there, but if you get one on the first one, as I mentioned, go wide. You may as well use all the track considering you've already got the off track. Stay left on the bridge, because if you stay right, there's a horrible bump, so just be mindful of that. It's really horrible if you've got a DD wheel. 100 meter board again, third gear. Miss them sausage curbs on the inside, they're horrible, and miss these sausage curbs right here. Otherwise, be smooth on the throttle application, because you see it just on exit here, a bit of counter steer, so yeah, lots of spinners going to be through there. You can use all of the curb and all this extra tarmac here, not a problem. Away we go. Another slipstream fest. You can see it's kind of straight chicane, and then we're done. Last corner and your ending of the green tarmacy area bit there. Stand on the brakes again, down to the third gear, stay nice and close, and then there's an iRacing man again. Where is he? There he is. Make sure you're full throttle by the time you get to him. Let the car drift out, but don't let it drift out too far, because if you get on that green concrete stuff, there is an off track. And watch the bump on the curb there. It's horrible, you go into the air and everything. Otherwise, that is us done and dusted with a lap with a 1:44.357. So in a nutshell, pretty good circuit. I'm expecting carnage on turn 1, because there always is at Monza, so just be mindful of that when you do your standing starts and the first couple of laps. Slipstream is going to be a huge thing, so again, try and be safe. Make sure you get to the checkered flag and finish the race. Otherwise, have a good week. I'll catch you on the next one.